Hey, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new to the channel, this is an ongoing series where we walk from China to Europe. Last episode we left the memorial park for Sun Yat-sen. He's the guy who overthrown the Qing dynasty and become the president for modern China. Check out season 1 episode 23 for that bit of history. We have also come across quite a few empty factories here in this Chinese industrial city that might have something to do with the trade war between China and the United States. In this episode, we're gonna come across some old Chinese village buildings, an NPC with bird as a pet, and many more interesting locations on the walk. Grab a drink, be relaxed. I hope you enjoy this episode.
God damn it. They have a crosswalk here, but there's no sidewalk. I don't know where I should be walking right now. Oh. Damn. This is actually quite dangerous. This is the first time we're walking on a freeway. This is not supposed to be like this. Look, they have a crosswalk here. So you definitely can walk, but I don't think it's quite safe. Interesting, huh? Are we gonna supposed to walk on like the highway? Holy sh! Let's ask this guy here. 你好，这条路是可以走人的吗？你觉得？
可以走啊。
我看它这里有斑马线，好像可以走哈。
可以啊。
不知道安不安全？
它那个是快线的。
快线不是？哎，你这怎么有个鸟啊？是你养的吗？
对啊。
家养的鸟。
对，自己养的。
我可以拍一下吗？
拍吧。
我还以为是小野鸟，有名字吗？
没有，
没有名。
是八哥。
你是从小养的还是？
从小养的。
它不会飞走啊？
养熟了嘛。它会跟着你，跟着我的啊。你
经常在这里卖吗？荔枝？怎么卖啊
？8块钱一只。
就是附近产的吗？
对。
挺好的。不过我有点上火，荔枝是有点上火的哈。
是的，吃多就不上火了，吃少。
吃多反而不上火。
对啊，很多人都这样讲。
吃荔枝多可以吃什么抗衡一下上火吗？
反正我们吃都不觉得上火啊。你
们吃不会上火？
我们习惯了吧？
可能你们
都吃很多，
体质都习惯了哈。好了，我走了，拜拜。
好，拜拜。
The guy told me you can't walk here. Let's check it out. Oh wait, I should walk on the other side, huh? So I can see the car coming. If they kind of sleeping and running out of the highway, I can at least see it, right? That gives me a few seconds to avoid the accident. 哇，你这个帽子很酷啊！
酷啊！
我要走对面。
走对面吗？
对面会不会安全点？
逆行吧。
对面可以走吗？
不是不可以啊，反正上去都是快线的，很少有人走的。
违不违法先？不违法就可以。
不违法的啊。
不违法。
是啊，就
那我走对面好了，因为我能看到他过来嘛，会不会安全一点？
那你就小心点。
好，拜拜。What the hell is this? Is this pineapple? A pineapple tree? Can you eat those? Guys, help me out. So now we have the freeway and we have kind of like a off-road. Looks. 你好，我要往那边走，走哪里啊？
你去哪里？
我往中山市走。
往中山市走，你走那边坐车过去啊。这里
我要走路。
走路30多公里。
没关系啦。
你。
我这里可以走是吧？
这里那条路那里可以走，但是那个这快线那是车特别快，你走那边走那个慢线走。
慢线在哪里啊？
红绿灯左拐，跟着那个红绿灯对再左拐就是了，出去2公里，出去1公里有没有2公里？
这个是可以走的吗？
这里是山路来的。
哦，山路。我说外面这个快线可以走的吗？
外面可以走，但是外面那个
车快可以，我明白。
不要走到快线那边。
你问题是这样，我不会走啊。
你现在就是那个红绿灯左拐，跟着红绿灯左拐一直走，就是跟着路走就是了。
好，行，谢谢啊，谢谢。好，谢谢。Right, the guy told me we can walk on kind of like a, not on the highway, like a village road. Let's go check it out. But my map doesn't say though, so we're gonna have to ask for directions if we take that road. You say traffic light. Where the hell's traffic? Oh, there's a traffic light there. Let's go. Oh my god. Eee! So shining. What is that? A beetle? A bug. I bet they have a bunch of snakes in there. Ugh. This is southern China. The winter doesn't get too cold, so the animals can live here pretty easily. They will not die in the winter time, so we should be aware of like snakes and spiders. We're going back where we're coming from. We come from there. Remember, we will cross here and we cross there because the guy told me I can walk another way. It takes extra time, but it's safer that way because the cars are not traveling at a really high speed. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna do this safe. We're not gonna like try to save like half an hour and walk on the dangerous path. Right, I guess it's down there. Let's check it out. All right, so it does look kind of safer. You have a sidewalk at least. That's much better. That's where we're coming from, remember guys? With all the mirrors. I can understand this is the ocean, right? And that is like a boat, the sun and the bird. Perfect. This is exactly what I want, a sidewalk. Look, there's another one here, the bug, but it's so far away from each other. I walked for like 10 minutes now. They look exactly the same, with all the same colors and everything. Even though there's not much sun today, it is super hot though. Let's check out the temperature. I think it is close to 30 degrees. I don't know what is that in Fahrenheit, but yeah, 30 degrees Celsius. Look, 28 degrees. Woo! It's definitely really hot. Should I put my hat on? But I don't see much sun though, so maybe not. If I put the hat on, it's gonna be hotter. Look at this, a rice field. This is the first time we're seeing a rice field when we left the city. I think this is rice field. The rice field is famous in southern China. That's how they got so much population here, because you can grow rice here. you need a lot of water for rice. So it's kind of hard to grow rice in central China where it's kind of dry. In central China, they grow a lot of wheat. Is that how you pronounce it? Wheat. Wheat. Yeah. You can make it to like noodles, made it to bread, to pasta. But rice back then only available in a mass quantity in southern China. And if you're familiar with Chinese histories, you will know that southern China is more wealthier. The food is more available throughout the whole history in China, and that's because of rice. Uh-oh. It's kind of bushy here. I hope there's no snakes. Oh, let's go down here. Some of you tell me to make noise to scare away the snakes. Does it really work? Wouldn't that snake just wanna, come and bite me anyway? If the snake is hungry, I make the noise, it might think I'm the food. Maybe not, because they're tiny snakes right here in China. Right, we made it to people again, civilization. Back there nobody was there. Look, there's a village inside. But now the village here, at least in southern China, they have massive buildings. They like rich, right? Not even a typical village anymore. I don't think you're gonna find those like really old village anymore in China that easily nowadays. But I think if we venture into like central China, into the mountain cities, maybe you will find less developed village, kind of look like ancient days, the buildings and all that. The urbanization in China is happening really fast. See, buildings like this, even it was built like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it's getting taken down. Look, we have these Chinese like workout machines, community workout machines again. I don't think, what does it do though? It's like stretching your legs. And look at this one here. You're pulling your own weight. Look. What does it do? Like pushing, oosh. Like this. Kind of like a rolling machine, but you're pulling your whole body weight like back and forth. You push it, you pull it. It kind of does work a little bit. But I guess you need to put more weights on it if you want to be stronger here. Look, we got another little town, little village here. I love it. I love to come to like Chinese towns. They look so, reminds me in the 90s. It looks really chill, really relaxed, really quiet here. Bunch of old buildings here. This house is getting built. Quite a big one here, huh? This is an old one. It looks like it's from the 80s, from the 70s. Oh, look at this one here. Super old. Maybe in the 60s even. People still live inside. Like old people. Look at this wooden pillar supporting the roof. This frame here is definitely old. You don't get to see many of these buildings here in China now. Look at this one. They still have those old ancient decorations. Old windows. Yeah, definitely looks like at least in the 70s, in the 60s. You can tell this is an old village. It says this building is not safe anymore. Stay away from it. Yeah, it doesn't look like safe. Especially all the pillars is made from wood. If you don't replace them a few decades, they decay, right? They become like soft, like crusty. Oh, all right, interesting. So this is a town community hall. The whole village hang out, and you have like bunch of events or meetings happening in that building here. And of course, definitely looks really old. But look, the building right next to it, super modern and massive. So you still can find these ancient buildings here in China, but they are just getting fewer and fewer left because the plot of land getting replaced by new buildings because the grandson, the young people in that family want to build a bigger modern house for the kids to live inside. So the village here is in a transition between the new and the old. Look, I found a small temple, a praying area here in this little town. That's again Guanyin. You got the ancient writings, ruins on it. This is a burning, like a furnace. People burn like some kind of spells on the paper, wishing different kind of wishes, and you burn it in the furnace to ask from the gods to bless you. So much cottons again. Feels like Christmas, except it's burning hot.